If I look like I'm glistening, and it's because I am. While I was cooking, because I cooked dinner tonight, I was sweating a lot, and I was just like, why am I so hot? And then my mother yells from her bedroom and to my dad, and she says,
turn the heat off.
And my dad was like, what?
Turn the heat off.
And my dad went to the thermostat and saw that my mother, on today being a day that was 91 degrees outside, she had the heat up at 81. She had the heat on. She had the heat up to 81 degrees. I have not filmed a video in a very long time, and this is my third time trying to record this video. Chello! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this part of the YouTube streets, hi, I'm Shelby, otherwise known as Love Smells Passion, and welcome to the chaos. I have not sat in front of a camera in a while. I think I just said that, didn't I? I wanted to do like a refresher video for me, like a boom, I'm coming and explaining where I've been. I have been off of my channel for about 2 months, and it's crazy because it's been 2 months, but it hasn't really even been anything crazy happening that would make that happen, like that would have me off of my channel and not recording. To the loyal followers that I have, to the amazing people that do follow me and are observing and watching my content, I feel like I owe them, I feel like I owe myself an explanation as to why I've been absent. And so that's the point of this video. It's not going to be that long. I know I can talk, child. I can talk. This video is not scripted. This is just me sitting in front of the camera shooting the poo with all of you.
Bars! Bars. Bars.
So, if you're interested in hearing about where I've been, what was on my mind, what was going on with me personally or mentally, and then where I look forward for this channel to go, or where I'm looking for this channel to go in the future, please keep on watching. I started my channel back in July of 2021 because I really wanted to start doing makeup videos, makeup attempts where I try to follow somebody else's instructions on how to put makeup on. And it's funny, like they're funny, and I love those videos. I love doing those videos. And I also like doing sit down videos where I'm talking and relating or giving my thoughts or my opinions on things. The last video that I put up was a spur of the moment video. It was a vlog. I was like, oh, let me just try posting a vlog. It didn't get much traction, it didn't get much views, but again, I know that I'm a new YouTuber, so I'm probably a new content creator, and so I'm not going to probably get, you know, the amount of views or the whatever that other people get. If I'm honest, seeing how the vlog went, I probably subconsciously, more than likely subconsciously, took that to mean I'm really not good at this whole YouTube thing. I internalized that, and I let that be the thing that determines whether or not I should be here, and so I stopped posting videos. And that's not to say that I didn't have videos. Like, I currently have 3 videos in the lineup to be posted. I really wanted to post, but I just don't feel like I'm good at it. And people can tell when you're like antsy and not confident, and that lack of confidence can sometimes stop people from wanting to watch your content, because they're like, well, if she doesn't believe in herself, why am I gonna watch her? And I'm trying to get out of that mindset. I'm trying to challenge that thought process. I'm trying to challenge me thinking with the thoughts that the content that I put out, whether it be my YouTube, whether it be an IG live, and we'll get to that a little later, shortly, about my IG live, or whether it is whatever content that I write, is not good enough. You know, most people probably don't think that, you know, they're going to reach the heights that they reach eventually, but they do, because they stay consistent and they continue to believe in themselves, and they are their motivation. I haven't told many people this. I haven't told a lot of people, but I am currently working on my first book. Yes, I think I said in my first video that I'm a writer, and I've wanted to write a book about my life for a very long time. I never really thought I had a story to tell, because I lived a very, I wouldn't say sheltered life, but my parents were very protective of me. I'm the baby of the family. They've been very protective, and so it wasn't until I started living life on my own and experiencing things that I started to have a story to tell of my own experiences and relationships and stuff like that. And so this book is basically my life. It's me telling you about my struggles with men, my struggles with love, my struggles with my career, and my passions and my dreams. And it has been a very cathartic process. There's this poet who I saw 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 years ago in DC. And I followed him because I thought he did really good content. Well, he had a really good, his poems were really good. I don't know if I'm speaking words right. Editing shall be here. So as I'm editing, I'm realizing that I probably didn't describe this well. So let me explain. I saw a poet in probably 2018. He started dating this writer, I believe probably around 2020. And I noticed in 2021 that he was promoting her consultations for new writers. She was offering free consultations for people that want to write their first book, first script, first movie, whatever. And I signed up at the end of the year, and I had my first consultation with her in February. And since February, I have been in regular coaching sessions with her. Hopefully that explains it. She's been talking to me about a lot about the writing process. You know, how do you tell your story or tell a story about your life, but also avoid the consequences of people feeling like it's about them, defamation. She's giving me information about how to self-publish, and she's giving me information about how to market myself as a writer. And one of the ways that she told me to market myself is to do IG Lives. And let me say, if sitting in front of a camera and not having an audience actively watching me film makes me anxious, what do you think doing a live video where people actually have to live people have to actually watch you talk lively? That didn't make any sense. But you can imagine how much more nerve-wracking that would be. I did it. It was moderately successful. There were people that were engaging in the comment section, talking to me, and I was like, oh. And I felt good after doing that. I felt like, wow, this was really nice to do. She told me I needed to do another one. I will say my procrastination kicked in, my procrastination spirit. She got a little busy, and I didn't post the flyer about it until the week of, and I was trying to do the live that Thursday. So I didn't really do that much promotion. I didn't do much to inform people that I was going to be on live. There was only one person on my live. After I got off of the live, I cried. Editing shall be here again in a different outfit because it's a different day. I realized this next part doesn't make much sense to me, so I'm going to reiterate it so it makes sense to you all. After the apparent failure of the IG Live and me not seeing much production in my YouTube videos, I allowed distractions to take over and stop me from doing those things, specifically YouTube. I remember at the beginning of the year, Lenten season was happening, and so I decided to fast from watching YouTube videos. And that would have been a perfect time for me to produce content and create videos, but I didn't, obviously, because we wouldn't be here today. Me not seeing much coming from those two things, my actual videos that I have online already, and the YouTube and the IG Live, specifically the second one that wasn't successful at all, I took that personally, and I allowed distractions to take over, and I stopped. That's it. Let's get back to the video. I hope that made sense. I just put it off, and I haven't posted a video in 2 months because just all of these things just rack up. And my therapist tells me that, you know, it gives me evidence that what I'm doing is not going to be feasible. I have a lot of evidence throughout my entire life that me trying something it's not gonna work out. And I know a lot of people will be like, that's not true, Shelby, but you're not in my brain and you don't interpret situations the way that I interpret them, things that have happened to me. So yes, that is actively how I think. Something happened recently that just piled on top of those things. I went to an audition, my first in-person audition since the Panini started. I already feel self-conscious about my acting in my theater because, you know, some people are working and acting is their job. So they're acting. And for me, I have a 9-to-5. I don't have the luxury of taking off a couple of months and just doing shows and getting paid for them. Like, to pay my bills, to sustain my life, I have to work a 9-to-5. and that doesn't really leave you with much time to do anything else. And then of course the panini happened. It limited your ability. Now granted, I was in a show in 2021 and I'm thankful for that, but you know, this is me trying to get back into musical theater, and so I believed in myself. The company is doing one of my favorite shows, Rent, and I've always wanted to play Mimi Marquez, and I know I'm black, I know Mimi Marquez is Hispanic, but if we're doing colorblind casting, I don't really think it matters what race or ethnic background the actor is from, as long as you put forth a good audition. So I prepared, I sang my heart out, I went to the dance call and I was dismissed, and other people were asked to stay. And when I got into my car and I drove off, I sobbed. I cried my heart out. I talked to my dad, and my dad encouraged me. I prayed and I said, Lord, whoever they pick, I just pray they do a great job. I talked to my boyfriend, snapped me out of that negative place that I was in for our anniversary, our 3-year anniversary. We went on a trip to New York City, and he surprised me with The Lion King. And I told him as I was sobbing on FaceTime that when I was sitting in the audience, I was watching the people on stage just wondering, will that ever be me? This is not supposed to be that type of video, so I'm not gonna cry. And he said to me, he said, no shade to anybody that was up on that stage because they did great, but I know that you could get up there and do 10 times as great and be 10 times as great and 10 times as awesome as them. I did get an email for a callback. I went to the callback, and you know, I did what I needed to do. I haven't heard anything back about the show. I haven't heard anything back about me being cast in the ensemble officially. I don't know. But this just piled on to the evidence that Shelby is not capable, or she can try as hard as she can, but she's never going to reach that pinnacle. And that added on to it. One thing that I can say is I'm just so thankful for my therapist. I don't know who I would be if God had not opened up the opportunity for me to have a therapist and talk to somebody about these thoughts in my head. She called me out on my distorted thinking. She called me out on not... My parents are in the living room listening to a second time around, so I hope you can't hear that. She was challenging me, or she was calling me out on not challenging and or addressing the thoughts that I was having. And she kept saying this thing, whether nobody else is your... Why am I so close? She was saying that She was saying that if nobody else is your audience, if you don't have an audience other than yourself, then that's enough. And she said, if you make a YouTube video about the bee's knees, let's say the bees, that's what she said. She said, if you make a video about the bee's knees, you need to be on that video talking like you love the bee's knees more than anybody else. I don't sound as compelling as she said it. You know, I just sat there crying, because what therapy session do I have where I'm not sobbing uncontrollably? And so here I am on Sunday, filming my first video in 2 months, because I believe in this channel. I believe in Love, Passion, Smiles. I am called for so much more. She said, this is not something that you're gonna recover from or heal from overnight. You have 20 plus years of this evidence that what you do is not enough, and you being you is not enough. I don't want to spend the rest of my life in the pits, in the valley, because I keep wondering if I'm good enough to do X, Y, and Z. Then I have to call myself out. Am I doing this for recognition? Am I doing this for the views and for the likes, or am I doing this because I like to do it? Am I doing this for a quick, easy buck, or am I doing this because, mind you, I'm not making any money from this? Or am I doing this because I like it? And I like sitting in front of the camera and talking and going on rants about silly things that bother me. I enjoy it. I'm giving myself a chance to make this what I want it to be. And the beauty about my channel is I have the freedom to cater it however I want it to be. I still do want to do the makeup attempts. I do. I bought a whole bunch of freaking makeup so that I can do makeup attempts, and I haven't done one. I want to do sit down videos and talk about movies. I can talk about films, and films that I love, and films that I hate, and films that inspire me. I want to do this thing called Mediocre Advice with Shelby, where I go on Reddit and I find subreddits where people are asking for advice. It's either the Am I the A-hole subreddits, or just people asking for advice. I want to sit and read it, and then I want to say my opinion and react to it. I also want to do reaction videos as well. There's just a lot of things that I want to do, and I have the freedom to do it all. I'm not sold on any one thing right now. I'm just gonna be myself, and whatever inspires me in the moment, I'm gonna do. I think my next video is gonna be that mediocre advice with Shelby. That's the next video I filmed. The next video I post will be the makeup attempt. My lips are so dry. That's the video. That's all. Look out for me and my content. I will continue to do vlogs as well because I love them. I have a vlog from New York. I have another vlog from a date night with me and my boyfriend. Like I'm coming back. I can't promise that I can do 2 videos a month, but I can promise that I will have 1 video up a month. That's all for this. Keep your eyes peeled. Why did I do this? Again, as always, don't forget, what's my exit? Outro. As always, give love, don't forget to smile, and remember to always live your passion. Smooches. I'm hungry. Can I just say, I just filmed this video for like 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, and my camera did not get hot. Was it the tripod the whole time? I even have like an idea for a theme song. I want to do like mediocre advice with Shelby. Have y'all heard that song by Candy? Legs and hips and body. I got older man, yeah. I plan on keeping him around another way, yeah. He touches me and puts it down, and he tells me I watched that one video like 15 times. That song gonna be in my head all week. And then you hear the boom, 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 boom. Y'all have a nice night. Laters. Smooches.